Morning, wonderful leaders. Let's talk about survival today and how it plays out in our life and what it leads to as a lifestyle, as a collective, in your organization, in your company, etc. What is a survival game? The structures of society. Let me go point wise, and this is number one. Society, governance, and institutions of all kinds we have lived with and created in the world so far, in every society and country, in humanity basically, are silently but very intently geared towards keeping humans in a survival game. This comes from a caveman mentality where earth and environment was viewed as a hostile place, needing tools, means of survival, protection, protection against beasts, weather, food, water, hunting basically. The issue today is we are in 2022, in the 21st century. So why are we still having all these games and what does it lead to? Number two, what we are talking about as leaders, as people, seems to be high tech, seems to be deep, good words, thinking you do this, do that, be motivated to carry out your work or be motivated to do such and such. We have so many kind of these podcasts going around. All of them will not work, folks. Listen to me, all of them will not work. Guess why? Because it is held hostage to keep an individual in survival mode, and that's how it plays out. Look at the figure on the left. We spoke about the four basic centers inside a human being. The bottommost is the food, shelter and survival part of it, and we are always being geared, as the arrow indicates, to work from there and there only. All the upper centers and the energies, our intuition, clarity, awareness, heart-centered connection, our creative identity, everything is being geared downwards. So the energy is moving always downwards. From the time you wake up till the time you go to bed, that's the arrow that it's following, those arrows. See, it's going downward, downward, downward. Always engaged in survival. This is what I call survival game. So people seem to be talking all high-tech, seem to be giving motivational speeches all around the place, all these leadership gurus, what have you. Millions of books are written on self-help. You don't need self-help. Yourself knows how to help itself, folks. That's why we don't get anything. It doesn't matter what you teach and preach from the podium. So even the best of leaders, tycoons, not just beggars on the street, but every one of us is being always in a quote-unquote axe held above the head. You're always waiting for the hammer to fall, aren't you? You're always waiting for survival mode. So you're always in an operational mode of survival. Do this or else. This is what we are taught from the kids in school. We were born in innocence, but we are dealing with this all even as little children. Get good grades, get good scores, or be excellent in sports. Living under threat. That means there is an ideology which says if I do not obey or succumb to this set of people, they may be teachers, parents, companies, religion, culture, what you can name anything you want there, and whatever they are offering, I have to live by this. Otherwise, I will lose connection, I lose friends, I lose jobs, I lose money, I shall be isolated, abandoned, ostracized is one more big thing. Left to fend for myself in this environment called Earth. That is the underlying ideology which you and me, all of us, are being forced to live under a system like that. That is the underlying message, and you know this. Number three, so how does this play out? Let's see with the diagram. Look at that human diagram again. The root is the center of survival where we operate from with animal instincts. We are being engaged as humans, individual and society, to be always living under threat to our well-being, food and shelter, basic needs. Why is this needed in 2022 again? That's the question I ask. What this leads to in the connectivity area coming from the navel center, the red dot on the left, is when you step outside of your house, you're always in a guarded mode. You're always on guard of your fellow humans. What does this person want from me? That kind of approach. Always cautious. Cautious and suspicious of every human around you. Why? Because you are engaged in a survival mode. Your energy is driven towards a survival. I need to survive. World is a hostile place is the internal viewpoint. Number 5, in the heart center, the green dot, how this plays out, this survival game, leads to emotions being viewed as a gain and a loss, as a contract. I will love you provided you give me this and that and the other. I will care for you provided you care for me. Every emotionally free energy that is available, that is natural to every human being, is now covered in a layer of contractual giving and receiving. Nothing comes for free. No such thing as a free meal. You have heard of those before, right? That is your shut down heart, which is feeding from, I have to survive in this world somehow. Number 6, in the intellect area, the blue dot on the left, the survival game will make humans always look for prey. You become a hunter. You look for hapless victims of your marketing, of your power, of your cleverness, of your shrewdness. You become cunning. Your mind becomes cunning, trying to better your fellow man. One-upmanship in work and engagement everywhere, right from your family to your boss, to your team, if you're a leader. Totally absent is the higher mind that looks for, how can I enhance the next person and build the next person? Now these are facts. You all know this. This may seem very dark, but we are in 2022. None of this is technically needed now. We have all the innovation, technology and tools to not be living in threat of survival, where we do not have to live and breathe like cavemen anymore. But for that to happen, first we need to work and live and breathe beyond survival. How do we do that? First, begin by minimizing thinking and connecting feeling like I've shown. So stop taking your mind into that which leads to this, into that which leads to this. Because this is why people have all kinds of health issues today. They are having lots of cardiac arrest, heart-related physical problems. They are having all sorts of mental or brain-related problems. They are having all kinds of stomach ulcers, right? They are having all kinds of spine issues because they are always working in survival mode. You see where I'm coming from? So we need to live and work beyond survival. How do we do that? First, start understanding and using these centers. You can come from top down in a different way. That's where I'm coming from. Don't be worried or afraid of your survival. Remember, it's just a program. It's just a game, folks. It's not your fault. You're being born in a broken system. No individual's fault here. This is a broken society. It's a collective madness. But you, as an individual, can start becoming more conscious, not to engage so much of your time in survival aspect of life. Don't be habitual of worries of where my next meal comes from, or how will I pay my EMI or pay my loans to the bank. Instead, connect freely with others, not in a guarded way. Remember that red dot center, not in a guarded way, but engage freely. Emotions, the green one, not as a give and take, but simply because it makes you feel good. We need to connect with each other because it makes us feel good. Intellect, the blue dot, not in a way of always looking at everybody as a, where should I hunt my next poor victim, who's a product of my superior marketing skills, but intellect more in pursuits of creativity. Not taking bows and arrows to work or office each day. You can work this top down, but so much of programming is gone into you, it will need a day by day consciously being engaged. This will not come automatic, folks. This you have to do each and every individual and consciously. It's a slow process, but it can be done. You can do this. Questions to ask yourself would be something like, am I doing this just to get by, or can I have some joy doing this? Am I in this relationship or a job just to pay my bills, or can I do something more? Can I connect something more? Can I feel something more without wanting, needing, borrowing or lending emotions? Emotions are being lent around these days as a form of contractual agreements. This is not going to work. Doesn't matter what you call your relationship. Can I connect more today with people and environment that is not in any way to me needing to survive or thrive in the world? The topmost one, the blue one. Intellect not as a hunter, not seeking prey or victims, but intellect as a broad form of giving back to the environment that you're born in. Finally, what are we working towards with all this yada yada? That little guy over there, that's what we are working towards. On the bottom right corner, the new human being model. You can look up my new human being playlist, which I'll link up. which is the real you, really. It seeks understanding, it seeks compassion, love, knowledge, balance, and beauty. And we need to expand, engage, regenerate, and create as actions. That's what we are working towards. If you want an end game, if you want a goal here, that would be the goal. You're working towards becoming more of that as you. And as leaders, you would take that aspect to the rest of your team, to the rest of your company, organization, institution, wherever you might be listening to this. Okay? So that's it. I'll leave you with this much today. Take care, subscribe, be safe, listen up, share, do whatever if this makes sense to you. Bye-bye.